Those insane images out of California, Sam. We're going to be seeing the impacts of that rainstorm here in our state this week. Going to get messy.
Very messy around here. Monday
hence the
night.
Weather Watch alert.
Yeah, hence the Weather Watch alert. I don't think we're going to get buried that much, but I wouldn't be too surprised if towns like Norfolk, Salisbury, up by the Mass border, gets up near 2 feet of snow. I don't have a problem putting that out on the table either. Some models show that, and I also know from past experience this time of year, you get elevation-dependent heavy snows. That's a problem too. Heavy, wet snow, it's going to load up on power lines, and trees could cause some major power outages. I've got to see, and at the same time, the winds are really going to start to crank as this storm explodes off the East Coast. Good morning, everyone. We're in the 20s and near 30. Yes, don't forget, it's daylight saving time now, pushing the clocks ahead an hour. Highs this afternoon will top out 45 to 50, so no problems today. We can just get prepared for the storm. So it's a big nor'easter, rain, wind, wet snow. It's not one precipitation type. It's just this type of system. We do not have a lot of cold air in place, but this storm has got so much dynamic and energy potential here. It's going to create its own cold air, and it could be snowing from Monday evening in Litchfield County all the way through Wednesday morning with some lulls in the action. Less in the elevations. We're saying 8 to 12 plus inches. I'm leaning more towards the 12 plus inches to 1.5 feet and maybe even higher than that. And again, the power outages, the heavy wet snow, high tide, coastal flooding could happen during the height of this storm. And so as a result, we have winter storm watches for northern Connecticut, Fairfield County. We're going to see to get some more data. Some of the trending overnight and early this morning now is tracking the storm further east. That's why the winter weather storm watches have been expanded, and it could be expanded for parts of northern, the other 3 counties there. Meanwhile, right now we have the 2 systems. We have the northern system up here. It's snowing from Minneapolis to Virginia and the mountains of Virginia and North Carolina. Meanwhile, there's severe weather going on in the Gulf states. The system has a lot of energy. High clouds starting to spill into central and eastern Pennsylvania and New York. High pressure builds away, so that's a key. If this high was over here, it would be all snow. We would be buried with over 2 feet of snow. It's not going to be the case. Got the secondary low developing in the Carolina coastline, and it takes a track that will turn everything back to snow, whatever we get during Monday night and Tuesday morning. If this were to still, this scenario is also slowing the storm and yanking it back near the coastline. The other thing when this happens, we have to watch out for a dry slot shaping up, and some of our mesoscale short-term models do that. Here's the wind gust. Here's low pressure right here. It's going to pull away and then back up by Cape Cod. These wind gusts are 40 to 50 miles per hour. We don't have any wind advisories yet, but I would suspect that will also start to come into play. Here's Monday. We start out with some rain, and then it really starts to snow heavily Monday evening, Monday night in the northwestern and far northeastern hills. And then as this heavy precipitation builds in with heavy rain, it turns things over to heavy wet snow. Here we are Tuesday morning, so everybody's going to be staying home on Tuesday. And here we go with this heavy precipitation. You see how we're trying to bring in that warmer here, Groton, New London at 40. And watch what happens during the day on Tuesday. Here we are with a dry slot, and it keeps going, but this could be snowing here too. So this is something we're going to have to watch, the dry slot on top of the rain snow issue. And again, the higher in elevation you go, even some of the towns in southern Connecticut like Prospect, the Waterbury area, down into the Danbury, Southbury, up here, all these hills, you know, you could pop up with 8, 12 inches of snow. In general, this is what we're thinking, the heavy wet snow, rain changing to snow during the day on Tuesday. Mostly rain along the shore until the back edge, and that storm goes off to our east. You may get a couple of inches at the end. So we're thinking of coating to 1 inch or 2 along the shoreline, 2 to 4 at least. And again, you can, pick hill towns, get higher amounts, 4 to 8, 8 to 12 plus. I'm again leaning more towards 12 plus in the northwestern hills. And here's one computer model showing that. Norfolk getting up on their 27 inches. Does that happen? It could happen. I'm just putting this out there that there is potential for a widespread difference in snowfall amounts, especially as you head up above 1,000 feet. Let me press that button. Is it going to work for me or not? Well, we'll just keep that map there for a while so everybody takes it in. Here's your Fox 61 7-day forecast. Angelo, it is going to be a wild couple of days. Back to you.
Thank you, Sam. And to stay up to date on this storm and other weather across Connecticut, you can download the free Fox 61 app. You can find the latest radar, hour-by-hour forecast, closures, and a lot more on that app as well.